just one fruit a day could save your eyesight after 50. That may sound like an exaggeration, but what if it's not? In the next few minutes, you'll discover what eye doctors rarely emphasize, yet nature freely offers. A powerful food that could mean the difference between sharp vision in your 70s and reaching for glasses every few minutes. Stick with me, because I'll show you exactly what this fruit is, how it works on your eyes, and why most people overlook it completely. Here's something shocking. By the age of 65, most people have already lost up to 40% of their peripheral or low-light vision, and they don't even notice until it's too late. The signs come slowly: dry eyes, trouble reading at night, or blurred vision that glasses don't seem to fix anymore. But what if just one change to your diet could protect your eyes starting today? What if this fruit could restore clarity and delay or even prevent age-related vision loss? Let's begin. The screen you're looking at right now might be part of the problem. Daily digital strain is wearing on your eyes like never before in human history. But nature always gives us answers, if we know where to look. Let's take a journey into your kitchen, your fruit bowl, and the very foods that can rewrite the story of your eye health. Imagine a plate filled with deep purples, vibrant oranges, and lush greens. Think blueberries, carrots, oranges, spinach, kale, not just tasty, but deeply healing. Let's start with the fruit that's making scientists rethink how we treat aging vision: blueberries. Blueberries may look small, but they carry one of the highest concentrations of anthocyanins, natural plant compounds that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, two of the biggest culprits behind age-related macular degeneration. When eaten daily, these compounds can increase blood flow to the retina, the nerve layer at the back of your eye that captures images. Studies from Japan and South Korea, where aging populations are now relying more on food than pills, have shown that consuming a handful of blueberries every day can improve night vision and even help reduce eye fatigue from screen use. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. Let's step back for a moment. Your eyes are like a camera, sensitive, delicate, and dependent on fuel. That fuel comes from nutrients, and not just any nutrients, but the exact ones found in certain fruits and vegetables that most people over 50 aren't eating enough of. Carrots have always been known as the vision food, and for good reason. They're loaded with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A, essential for protecting the cornea and preventing night blindness. But did you know that vitamin A deficiency is still one of the leading causes of preventable blindness in adults over 60? It's not just about eating carrots, it's about getting enough of them often, in the right way. Then there's kale and spinach, not as exciting maybe, but they're absolute powerhouses when it comes to lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants found in high concentrations in the retina itself. These compounds filter out harmful blue light and act as internal sunglasses for your eyes. In one study published in the journal Ophthalmology, people who consumed higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin were 43% less likely to develop macular degeneration. Imagine that. Nearly cutting your risk in half just by eating the right leafy greens. But here's the key. Most of these nutrients don't work alone. They work in synergy. That means if you're just eating carrots without adding a fat source to absorb the beta-carotene, you're not getting the full benefit. If you're only eating spinach once a week, you're not building up the internal protection your eyes need every single day. Now, let's circle back to the fruit we teased at the beginning, the one that could make the biggest difference. Yes, blueberries are strong contenders. But the real hero, the one often overlooked, is the goji berry. These tiny red-orange berries, long used in Chinese medicine, contain zeaxanthin in higher amounts than almost any other fruit on Earth. Not only that, but they also offer antioxidants that protect the retina from light-induced damage. In a 90-day study from the University of California, adults who ate just 28 grams of goji berries 5 times a week saw a significant increase in macular pigment density, a marker of stronger, more resilient vision, while those who didn't eat them showed signs of decline. That's right, one fruit, 5 times a week, real improvement. The best part? Goji berries are now widely available, affordable, and can be sprinkled into oatmeal, added to smoothies, or eaten raw like raisins. But why don't doctors talk about this more? The answer lies in our medical model. It's built more around treatment than prevention. Supplements get more airtime than salads. Pills are pushed faster than produce. Yet, ancient traditions and modern science both point back to the same idea. Food is medicine. And the eyes, being highly vascular and nutrient sensitive, respond to it faster than most people think. But eating blueberries and goji berries alone isn't the full picture. You need balance. You need variety. That's where oranges come in. Rich in vitamin C, they help prevent oxidative damage to the eye's lens and may reduce the risk of cataracts. And don't forget about red grapes. Their resveratrol content supports the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, keeping circulation strong. So now we have a short list. Blueberries for blood flow and anti-fatigue. Goji berries for retinal pigment and eye defense. Carrots for vitamin A and sharp night vision. Kale, spinach for internal sunblock, lutein, zeaxanthin. Oranges and grapes for antioxidants and circulation. Simple, natural, effective, but none of it matters if we don't do it consistently. What's more powerful than knowing which fruit helps? Knowing how to turn it into daily habits and delicious recipes you'll actually enjoy. That's what we'll uncover next. But before we go further, stop for a moment and think about this. What if every breakfast or snack you've ever had was actually training your eyes to fail faster? What if just one swap, one smart change, could reverse that? What if the secret to maintaining vision after 50 wasn't found in pills, drops, or appointments, but in your kitchen? You know the fruits, you understand the science, but knowing something and doing it are two different things. The real challenge begins now, turning these eye-saving superfoods into a part of your everyday life without stress, confusion, or burnout. Let's start in your kitchen. Picture your typical morning. Maybe toast, maybe coffee, maybe nothing at all. What if you could take that same morning and, with just 2 extra minutes, create a meal that supports your vision for the next 10 hours? It begins with what you add, not what you remove. A handful of blueberries tossed into oatmeal. A tablespoon of dried goji berries soaked in warm water and stirred into Greek yogurt. 1 soft boiled egg on the side for added fat to help absorb the carotenoids. Maybe a sprinkle of chopped kale into your morning omelet. It's not a diet. It's an upgrade. Most people think healthy means complicated. But it's the opposite. Simpler meals, with the right ingredients, are often the most effective. Here's a real-world example. Susan, 68, had been struggling with blurry vision at night. Her eye doctor told her to get stronger reading glasses. But she wanted to try something else first. She committed to one small change, a vision smoothie every morning. Her recipe? Half a cup of frozen blueberries, a peeled orange, a small grated carrot, a handful of spinach, and a splash of almond milk. That's it. 3 weeks later, she noticed she wasn't straining as much to read. By 6 weeks, her night driving had improved. Her next appointment showed no further decline, for the first time in 5 years. Was it magic? No. It was nutrients. Consistent, targeted nutrients. Let's keep going. What about lunch? Most seniors default to sandwiches or something quick and bland. But this is where you can easily sneak in more vision support. Think. Spinach salad with orange segments and toasted walnuts. Add some grilled salmon for omega-3s, which protect against dry eye. Sprinkle dried goji berries for sweetness and punch. Use olive oil, a healthy fat that boosts absorption of the lutein in the greens. One dish, 5 vision boosters, all done in less than 10 minutes. Let's make it even easier. Take a small container, fill it with dried goji berries and almonds. Keep it in your bag or car. That's a portable eye health snack that beats chips or crackers any day. Or go bigger, make a soup. A carrot, ginger, and sweet potato blend simmered in vegetable broth. Packed with beta-carotene, immune support, and anti-inflammatory power. What about dessert? Blend frozen blueberries with a splash of coconut milk and a teaspoon of honey. Freeze it and enjoy a natural sorbet. Sweet, refreshing, and incredibly protective for your retina. These recipes don't require you to be a chef. They require one thing: intention. But even with the best foods, your body can only do so much if other areas are being neglected. That's where the rest of your lifestyle comes in. If you're eating spinach but staring at screens 12 hours a day, you're undoing the benefits. If you're taking vitamin A but sleeping 4 hours a night, your eyes aren't recovering. If you're drinking blueberry smoothies but never get outside for sunlight and circulation, your retina isn't being nourished properly. Food is the foundation, but lifestyle is the structure that holds it up. Let's look at a few things you can change starting tonight. Your screen habits. Try the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It gives your eyes a break from the constant close-up tension. Your sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours. Nighttime is when the eyes rest, rebuild, and detoxify. Poor sleep equals poor focus and tired, red eyes the next day. Your hydration. Most people are walking around mildly dehydrated. That affects tear production and lens flexibility. Start your day with a glass of water before anything else. Your movement. Even walking 15 minutes a day increases blood flow to the optic nerve and retina. Don't underestimate the power of circulation. The eye is a hungry organ. Feed it well, and move the nutrients through your body. Let's not forget sunlight. Early morning light helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which in turn supports melatonin production, not just for sleep but for protecting your eyes from oxidative damage. Even stress plays a role. Chronic tension constricts blood vessels, including those in the eyes. That's why yoga, prayer, meditation, or even quiet breathing help more than just your mind. They help your vision too. So now we're building something bigger. A routine, a system. Wake up, hydrate, smoothie, move, eat, rest, repeat. It's not about perfection. It's about rhythm, consistency. Let's go deeper. What if you're already dealing with eye issues, floaters, blurry spots, early macular degeneration? Is it too late? No. Your eyes are one of the few parts of your body that can show visible improvement in just weeks with the right inputs. Your retina can stabilize. Your tear ducts can rehydrate. Your focus can sharpen, but only if you stop feeding the problem. Let's talk about what not to eat. High sugar foods. They spike insulin and promote inflammation, which damages the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. Processed oils. The kind in chips, fried food, and margarine interfere with nutrient absorption. Too much salt leads to water retention and puffiness around the eyes, even intraocular pressure changes. Artificial sweeteners. The jury's still out, but some studies link them to optic nerve stress and migraines. The point is simple. The more whole and natural your food, the better your eyes perform. And yes, you can still enjoy flavor. Just shift your sources. Instead of sugary cereal, try overnight oats with mashed banana and cinnamon. Instead of soda, try infused water with orange slices and mint. Instead of cookies, try baked apples with raisins and a sprinkle of crushed walnuts. Every meal becomes medicine, every bite an investment, and that investment pays interest in better focus, less strain, and even protection from serious diseases like glaucoma and cataracts. You might be wondering, do I have to do all of this forever? No, but the more these foods become part of your normal, the less you'll even think about it. They'll just be life. And that's the goal. Not a 30-day cleanse. Not a temporary fix, but a sustainable, enjoyable shift toward protecting the vision you have, and possibly regaining some of what's been lost. There's one more part. People forget how much food is linked to memory and emotion. When you bite into an orange, maybe it reminds you of your childhood. When you sip a smoothie, maybe it's a ritual with your grandchild. When you eat together, you heal together. That emotional link strengthens the habit. So cook with someone, eat with someone, share what you're learning, teach your loved ones the same recipes. Make it a legacy of sight. You're not just preserving your own vision, you're modeling health for generations. Because what good is living longer if you can't see the people you love clearly? And if all of this feels overwhelming, remember, start with one thing. One fruit, one smoothie, one switch, then build from there. There's one more thing, one final food that few people talk about. It's not a berry, it's not a leafy green, but it might be the most protective of all. It's been used for centuries across cultures. It's packed with a rare antioxidant that actually reaches the lens and the macula. But most people ignore it, or worse, throw it away. You've seen how blueberries fuel your retina, how goji berries restore your macular pigment, How spinach and carrots serve as internal sunglasses and focus boosters. But there's one fruit still missing, a fruit so overlooked that most people either ignore it or toss it aside without realizing what they've lost. That fruit is the blackcurrant. Not exactly the flashiest name, not trendy, not Instagram-worthy, but inside this humble berry lies an antioxidant called delphinidin, a compound that targets and protects the eye's photoreceptor cells, the very cells responsible for converting light into images. Blackcurrants aren't just high in vitamin C. They contain up to 4 times more anthocyanins than blueberries. Let that sink in. More antioxidant power, more retinal protection, more blood flow to the eye. In a double-blind placebo-controlled study in Japan, adults who consumed blackcurrant extract experienced measurable improvements in intraocular pressure, pupil recovery, and visual fatigue in just 4 weeks. Yet, walk through most grocery stores, and you won't find blackcurrants anywhere. Why? They were banned in the US for nearly a century due to outdated agricultural laws. Only in recent years have they returned, and still, most people have no idea they exist. They're tart, they're small, and they're incredibly powerful for preserving sight, especially after 50. You can get them in frozen form, dried, or as juice concentrate. Even a spoonful added to a smoothie once or twice a week could mean real change for your long-term eye health. Now that we've unlocked the complete set of vision-healing fruits, blueberries, goji berries, carrots, kale, oranges, and blackcurrants, let's go deeper. Because knowledge is only power when you act on it. Let me share a story. There's a man named Robert, a 72-year-old grandfather from Florida. He'd been diagnosed with early-stage macular degeneration and was told to prepare for progressive vision loss. But Robert wasn't ready to lose his sight. He researched, he experimented, he built a morning routine with smoothies rich in spinach, blueberries, and goji berries. He replaced salty snacks with fresh oranges and almonds. He started walking daily, reduced his screen time, and got consistent sleep. He added blackcurrant powder to his water every other day. A year later, his ophthalmologist was stunned. His eye scans showed no further deterioration. His vision had stabilized. Whatever you're doing, the doctor said, keep doing it. And Robert did. Because he didn't just change what he ate, he changed who he was. This is more than a meal plan. This is a mindset. Your eyes don't just need vitamins. They need intention, ritual, rhythm. That's what makes the difference between knowing what helps and living in a way that heals. Now think about your own day. Where can you begin? Is it in the morning, swapping out toast and jam for a vibrant fruit bowl? Is it in your shopping, replacing chips and cookies with dried goji or blackcurrant? Is it in your sleep, making time to actually rest and recover? Or is it in your mindset, shifting from survival to stewardship of your health? Because that's what this is, stewardship. You've been given eyes that have served you for decades. They've seen your childhood, your children, your victories and heartbreaks. They've witnessed every sunrise and tear, every road trip and family reunion. They've done their job. Now it's time to do yours. To nourish them, to protect them, to say, I still need you. And I won't take you for granted. You might think it's too late, that the damage is done. But that's not true. Vision loss is not always inevitable. And aging doesn't mean surrendering your clarity. There are 80-year-olds reading without glasses. There are seniors learning to paint, drive, travel, because they took control of their food, their habits, their choices. And now it's your turn. So here's what to do next. Simple, clear, and effective. 1. Pick 3 fruits from what you've learned. Blueberries, goji berries, blackcurrants, oranges, or grapes. 2. Make a smoothie using at least 2 of them every day for 30 days. 3. Add leafy greens to 1 meal a day. Kale, spinach, or even romaine. 4. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Your eyes recover best while you rest. 5. Limit screen time. Follow the 20-20-20 rule. Your retina will thank you. 6. Walk every day. Even 10 minutes improves blood flow to the optic nerve. 7. Drink water first thing in the morning. Hydrated eyes equals sharp focus. If this helped you, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We publish new videos every day for joint health, brain clarity, and full body wellness, especially for viewers over 60. And hey, share this with someone who says, "I guess my joints just hurt now." They deserve relief too. In our next video, we'll explore powerful protein that can reverse muscle loss instantly, and how to use them before you even sleep. You'll be shocked by number 2. So make sure you're subscribed, because this drink is just the beginning.